Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Backyard Berms. Today I have a pretty simple build in store. First of all, I'm really excited that all of the dirt for the jump line, which will be right behind me, I think is going to be brought in this coming weekend. Today is Wednesday and hopefully it'll be in on Saturday or Sunday. So I'm hiring someone to come in and do it all for me and just get all the dirt in place, and then I'll shape it and build it. It just takes so much time to shovel all of it by hand, and the amount of dirt I need for the tabletops and the gap jumps and stuff is going to be a lot. So I really didn't want to spend weeks and weeks and weeks just shoveling. So today I'm really excited about building something out of wood, which I've never actually done before for a trail. So the plan is right out of the opening jump that we built in the last episode that goes over the berm. Eventually there will be another berm right after you land from that jump, and then hopefully, if we do this well today, right behind me, we're going to have a wooden drop. And the main reason for this is just to have something that builds a little more speed. And right after this drop, hopefully there will be a few rollers. So overall, the goal is just to have some speed built up when you come into the trail. You know, I feel like coming in the first time off of the entrance trail is probably going to be a little bit slow. So I wanted to create a drop and hopefully add some rollers after the drop once I get all the dirt in. So today we're going to be building the drop and we'll see what else happens, but I've just been spending the morning with finding some dead trees, cutting those down, taking the bark off. Right now I'm digging holes right behind me, so we're going to do that and then we'll get started with the build. I'm just sawing flat bottoms on these so they sit in the hole as well. Holes are only probably 1.5 to 2 feet deep. This isn't going to be super tall, so I don't need a ton of support from the hole. So I'm going to keep sawing these and then get them cut to the right length, and then we'll put them in. Nice. So unfortunately, shortly after I filmed the clips you just watched, I had to tear the entire drop out of the ground after about 4 hours of work. The reason for this is I built it way too steep, so I didn't have enough speed to actually clear it, and I built it too close to a tree, so I couldn't actually make the turn to hit the drop. So that caused a bunch of problems, and I had to tear the entire thing out of the ground. Thankfully, I was able to use the top deck to make a drop on the return trail that you'll ride after you've hit the main jump line. So I'm going to show you that now because unfortunately I didn't have time to film it when I was doing it. I was hanging out with my nephews out here, so I didn't really want to take away from that. So I'm going to show you that line now, and you can see everything we built. This is the drop. This is what we built at the beginning of this episode. This is how it turned out. It's just some cedar runners and then some pine decking on top. So it turned out really well, and like I said, this is kind of the main jump line. That's the berm we built in last episode. And then you'll hit jumps all the way down to this end, you'll hit that berm, and you'll come back on this trail. So it starts with this drop now, which I'm pretty pumped about because it helps you kind of generate some speed. I just have it kind of propped up on some big logs here securely. And then you come down this little side trail, which right now is pretty bare, but right down here, I built 2 rollers to help you just kind of be able to pump into the ground a little more. There's one small one here, and then one bigger one here, and then you go up and then right to the berm that we made in last episode. I'm really stoked with how this turned out overall, even though it wasn't at all what I had planned. But more importantly, we need to ride it. Okay, so you'll come down here from the jump line, you'll hit this berm, which will eventually be rebuilt, and then you'll come back and hit the return line. Yeah, it feels so good. I think if I had one more roller, really get my speed up. Well, that is it for episode 2 of Backyard Berms. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series and just following along, seeing builds come to life in my backyard. I've been really having a great time and learning a lot and growing my skills as a mountain biker. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode. See you on the trail.